Okay.
Can I touch it?
Alright, so welcome everyone. This is my second talk I've done here. Last time I tore apart a microwave oven and, drew lovely arcs and woo, it was really pretty and stuff. That was about, what, 2,000 volts out of there. This thing puts it about 25,000 and bumped up with the extra transformer, which is over there, about 45. So we can see some interesting demonstrations that you normally wouldn't get at only 2,000 volts. So first I'll actually show you. So what is my equipment I've got here? A whole bunch of junk, you would see. So this is regular mains transformer, steps to 240 from the mains down to about 15 or so. Bridge rectifier here, turns that into DC. Smoothing capacitors, flattens it out, it's a nice flat DC. Imagine that's just a big old car battery, basically the same thing. Now it gets more complicated. Here we've got the transformer I've ripped out of a television. It's got about 12 turns on the secondary and 30,000 on the primary, about 3,000 on the primary. So, the voltage ratio you get out, 30,000, 3,000 on 12, I'm not good at math, that's what, roughly 300 times-ish? 250, yeah, whatever.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. So 15 in, times 300, big number-ish, what's that? Someone 35, 45, 4.5 thousand? There you go. Now, normally that's 44.5k is not a whole lot. But we've got a capacitor bank here, made from a whole bunch of caps put in parallel because individually they blow up because I'm pushing them a bit too hard. And we've got the inductor here in primary with it. So this forms a LC circuit. Now for those of you who don't know, an LC circuit is just a capacitor and an inductor wired in parallel a little bit like this. This is your capacitor, this is your inductor. This thing acts as an oscillator, so you can think of it as like a spring and a mass. Same thing, you pull it back and it goes bounce, 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 and follows a nice sinusoidal pattern. Yay, woo, that's great. So,
It's very scientific.
yeah, well, a hand waving everything, right? These two MOSFETs, you can think of them as just like electric switches. They switch the circuit back and forth, so you can think of it as like two people pushing this mass back and forth. Whenever it stops coming this way, person one will push it back. Whenever it backs up this way, person two will push it back that way. So basically the oscillations build up and up and up and up. If I had an oscilloscope, which I don't because I'm on a budget here, you'd expect something like that to happen. And eventually it, tapers out at some level when the friction, if you like, from the mass spring circuit, or in my case the resistance of the wires, provides too much of a load and balances out, so it sort of goes up and then stays at this level. And it would stay like that forever if it weren't not for me drawing more electricity out of it on the secondary. So your primary running around, God knows how many amps, probably 20 or 30, too much for the wires that begin to boil and heat up and run for too long. Bit of a design flaw. And
Why are we having the fire extinguisher?
30,000 or so at, how much electricity does it take to kill a person? 10, 15 milliamps, roughly around that?
It's like 6 across the heart.
Something like that. This thing puts out 70.
Where you hit people.
Yeah. This thing puts out 70, so you touch this, you're basically dead. So, what does it actually do? That would be good to show, wouldn't it? So plug that in, get Mr. Safety Stick here.
Everyone, meet safety stick.
Oh man. So you can see the, well I can see it. The current draw goes well, pulling probably 150, 200 watts.
That's good.
Yeah.
Smells good.
Woo, pretty.
Oh god, it's giving me a headache. That's a high-pitched noise. It is.
Oh, the high-pitched noise, because this thing, your mass spring circuit might jiggle back and forth, I don't know, swing, swing, swing. This thing goes at 30,000 oscillations per second, so you can hear it. Well, you can hear the little low-frequency harmonics and such and such. It's the high-pitched noise that everybody hates. So, lovely little arcs, that's great and all, but what else can we do to bump it up further? Well, we can make some capacitors, right? Now, a high voltage capacitor will be placed across the primary of the secondary of the circuit. So here's our primary. This thing here is the secondary side, which lives in here, this transformer. And here's our spark gap, which is, me poking a stick against the thing. We can put another high voltage capacitor here. So, charge will build up on this side. Oh, look, those little positive charges, little negative charges, until the capacitor is full. And then when you bring these two close enough, it'll fire all in one shot. You'll get maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 kilowatts out of this thing for a very short period of time. So, I figured instead of bringing one made myself, I'll get someone else to make one. So I brought some glass jars, we're going to make some Leyden jars. So the principle of a Leyden jar, or principle of a capacitor, is it's got 2 plates here. Metal plate, and some dielectric in the middle. Dielectric in the middle prevents the electricity from jumping from one side to the other, so it's more insulative than air. So plastic, mica, glass, sulfur hexafluoride, all sorts of things. Charge boot up here, charge boot up there. Ooh, nice little capacitor. So why don't we make one? So in this case, the glass jar will be the dielectric. One plate will be tin foil on the outside of the capacitor, and the other plate will be water on the inside of the capacitor. So, you know, anyone want to come make one? Ooh, lots of fun, promise.
Who'll pick me? Who'll pick me?
Yeah, you sir.
Always pick the cute one.
I had scissors here. Oh, they're in this container. Here you go. So, there you go. So cut a nice piece of tin foil and wrap it around the outside of the container. Do we have any salt? Hot chocolate's close enough.
We have salt.
We have salt?
Libby right next to you.
Oh, beautiful.
Here is something I had earlier.
Are you trying to make an electrolyte out of chocolate?
No, I'm trying to make the water more conductive, and any sort of particles will do.
I'm guessing he doesn't want it touching the table.
And you probably don't want to touch on the top. I bring it down a bit. So maybe. Where's my texture?
Maybe just bring in either edge.
Yeah. So here's our light over here.
I'm more concerned about burn marks.
And here's our foil bands. Roughly something like that. Think you can do that, buddy?
Sure.
Next to my arm.
So, yeah.
There's a seat.
Yeah, close enough. Roger, some sticky tape.
I feel like that's unique ISD student's motto.
The floor of duct tape is just making it, man.
Alright.
The other one as well?
Oh, no, what's that?
Science. They are.
Yeah, you can do it. A round of applause for my friend here.
Is the hot water necessary?
Yeah, we'll make the salt dissolve for you.
Probably won't.
We make those chicken.
Probably don't want water on the table.
I'm guessing not.
Probably not.
I haven't signed anything, I can still sue.
You haven't signed the thing, Bob? You haven't signed up.
Or,
You haven't signed up.
dude, if he threatens to sue, just pick up the fire extinguisher and beat him with it until he forgets.
I didn't condone that for the record.
As a lawyer.
This is being filmed.
Hey, I'm not in a position of power. I have no responsibility over anyone's actions.
If anything happens, Mum and Dad, get me bail, would you? Cheers.
That's how much I know.
And that wires here, which I immediately misplaced.
A true physicist. Can't remember where he put his tools.
Yep, they're all over the place. If you see a whole bunch of wires, do tell me. Oh, we'll find something.
Yeah. All I see is wires at the moment.
So here's our outside plate. Put that on there. There we go. Put that to the ground. And our inside plate will need to be a piece of metal of some sort. So a spoon will do. Yep. Top quality build.
I love it
There we go.
so much.
Voila! One, probably maybe a 100 picofarad capacitor. I wouldn't expect much, but maybe we'll get little blue sparks out of this. It'll be something.
This is like my birthday and Christmas all at once.
You have strange birthdays.
So, you saw a little spark that happened beforehand?
Yeah.
That's the capacitor's charging, and interestingly enough, hopefully if the capacitor's not too shit, you can turn that off and get a little spark out of it. Come on. No, okay, maybe not. That's okay, I brought some better ones just in case it happened. So, not a great capacitor, I mean it works, but yeah. So, you know, I brought my own. These things are about probably 20 times what that is. I've made these out of 2 sheets of this particular plastic. Sorry, 3 I should say. There we go, there's my dielectric. So we've got a plastic sheet here, foil this side, foil that side. I wrap it up into a nice little tube, stick wires on that side, voila, capacitor. Easy peasy. So, if we hook this up, we should actually get some good results, I think. Your fault.
It all has to do with surface area. It worked when I was 12.
You tried. There we go. Alright. I really wish the switch wasn't halfway across the room. Let's move that over a bit. Yeah.
Shoot, one of his connectors switch funny. Whoa!
Turn power off. You'll see switch by the You'll switch by the
Yeah.
Pull that.
We can create
Pull it out. The
Oh, actually, before you do that, there's another thing I should show. Capacitors hold charge, so if you turn it on and turn it off. Turn it off. Okay, power's out, looks like safe to me. Oh wait, you're electrocuted anyway. These things hold charge even after you pull the power out, because it's going to be still a difference in charging here. Dump it across your heart. Oh, wow, looks like you're dead.
And even after they've been discharged.
Oh, yes!
That almost happened to me the other day.
No, this one's not doing it. Sometimes when a capacitor is charged up, it polarizes the dioelectric. So the dielectric is a piece of plastic. God, I keep rolling. Where's the resonant razor? Here we go.
You have to pick the worst pen to rub out.
Yeah, well, do you got another one?
It's the best kind of show.
The purple one.
Purple one. I see magenta.
There's purple on the right.
Hey, there's a difference.
You're the first male I've heard to ever say that.
He's a physicist. These things are important.
There's totally difference between lavender, fuchsia, magenta, pink, and purple. They're all very different, and turquoise and indigo, all different
How
colours.
many of them are different resistor colors?
None of them.
You just get violet.
Red, what? Red, black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, grey, white. So there's only one purple. Alright, so here's plate 1, here's plate 2. Positive, negative. So we get an accumulation of charges here, accumulation of charges here. Now metals are conductors, so these charges are free to move around and such. The plastic, it's neutrally charged, so it's got a whole bunch of positive and negative charges too. But, you know, metals are insulated, right, so they can't move very far, but they try their very best. So you're going to get an ever so slight separation of charges, a bit like that.
Oh, wait.
Now each of these little charges like that acts like a dipole. Causes a little itty bitty electric field that way. So now suppose we short the capacitor, dump all the charge off the plates. So now this is empty, this is empty. This little guy induces electric field, and between two plates the electric field gives you a voltage, so you're going to get a little itty bitty voltage appearing back again. And then some of these will go away. So you discharge your capacitor, go spark, touch it, okay, it's safe. I leave it there, I go away for a bit, I come back, I touch it, I die again.
For the second time.
Again.
Yeah, so the trick is with these high voltage capacitors, you have to leave them shorted out, you don't know they're safe, which is exactly what I haven't done here.
It almost happened to me with a 2000 microfarad capacitor.
Yeah,
This guy
this is the one we had in the back room, tried it, went spark, hooked it up again, went spark again, because the damn thing wasn't shorted out.
Grabbed it off him, and then the hairs on my arms started spiking up as I held it by the
So,
base.
you short it out with a wire, you leave it shorted out that way, it's safe. So, I mean, apart from making sparks, can I get any useful work out of these things? Well, sure I can. I made this. Oh. This is what's called a Franklin bell, invented by Benjamin Franklin. I believe he used it to detect, so you'd run one wire down in the earth and the other way up a tree. During a lightning storm, there'd be a difference in voltage between these. This can be positive, this can be negative. So, let's do another picture. Everyone wants pictures. Oh, this one erases good, the red one's awful. I can read that red marker. There we go. So, tower cans here, tower cans here. Insulating rod on the top, and I'm cheap, so I use a ruler.
It's a science week ruler though.
Yeah, so I guess that counts for something. Insulating, what did I use? A bit of ribbon. Oh, that's all I could find, there's no string. This goes positive, this goes to negative. So, this can's positively charged, and this one's negatively charged. So initially we give it a nudge, and the can goes and touches this side. So now, this is not negatively charged. This negatively charged is going to be attracted to the positive side, so woo, the can swings back again. Touches this side, you see a little spark, now this is positively charged. But it's not attracted to that side again, so it goes swing back this side, it goes ding. And you know, the best way to demonstrate that is just running it myself, I think. So, I'll hook that up. Alright, let's see.
Do you need this unplugged over here for you?
Probably a wise idea.
Yeah. I mean, I can. It's not good.
There we go. And everyone can see it. Yeah, it's probably safe. Oh, I found my wires, that's what I want.
Again.
I'd like to point out she's one of the executives of the society here.
Such confidence.
Totally worth it.
Okay,
I'm a treasurer. I don't have to deal with legal suits. I'm fine. You're an exec.
we all got this.
Yeah.
Hey.
Just made me dream.
Do.
Such
There we go. Negative, positive. No, that's negative. That's ground. That's positive. Yeah. And where's my poking stick?
It's not my fault. You guys are heartless.
Not the poking stick.
Oh yes, the dreaded poking stick.
I'm sorry, I lost you.
It's my group.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a right-handed glove here somewhere.
On the.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, you that one loss.
Jeez.
I keep putting everything everywhere and I keep losing things.
There's two of us. Well, one.
He's
Too excited by all the science.
Exactly, right?
I'm half.
Talking a million miles a minute. Shirt's pretty sweaty because someone left the battery go flat. Poke. Woo. And if you kill the lights, you should be able to see itty bitty sparks. No, oh yeah, you can see them.
Can you like yeah.
See the itty bitty little sparks?
Very occasion. That was one.
Yeah, they're hard to spot, but they're definitely there, right?
Yeah.
Science tells me so.
Full of power, everything stops. So, what if we want to store up a bit of energy this time? Well, let's get Mr. Capacitor back. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is missing. There it is.
Do you name your capacitors?
Yeah, Albert, George, Herbert, and James Clerk Maxwell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So these are 4 capacitors. I put them more in parallel, so that way it stores a bit more energy, so it'll last for, I think I got this thing running for about 5 minutes or so, sitting there going ding 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 back and forth.
And had to put up a notice telling people not to touch.
Yeah, do not touch these cans or you get dead.
You get it.
Word.
Yeah, and now I put...
Do not touch these cans if you have a heart. So he hit.
We're good. You'll find it. Touch a honey.
So yeah, I don't say to touch them, you don't know. It's need a heart.
No.
Probably both.
1, 2, 3.
Maybe the hearts are soul reason blue.
That was bad.
No, thank you.
Put all the wires together and get another alligator clip, which I have many.
You're such a bright spot, man.
And we're going shove it over there. That's quite
You may want to remove your poking stick from the danger zone.
Yeah, well, it's safe. I'm not. Poking sticks aren't conductive. David is most certainly conductive, so.
Is poking
Does
stick
it mean we can
technical
put two
term?
in between?
Yes, the physical term is poking stick. What was your question, sorry?
Does it mean we can put you in between?
I'd really rather not. I'd like to avoid it.
200 ohms.
We turn the power off, pull it out. It'll sit there a while. And if we short it out, dump the capacitors, no more energy. So we'll get Mr. Shorty stick.
Mr. Shorty stick.
And now it stops.
Yeah, don't touch those.
Hey, Franklin got one. What else can we do? We can polarize dielectrics. So let's get rid of this.
That's very rare because of the lines on the skin. Yeah, it can't be.
Absolutely.
Alright,
No idea
what kind of law were you again?
Just law.
Kind of wall for us.
Alright, let's get him out of the way. What's something non-conductive? Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe we'll go like this.
That is the best spoon I've ever seen.
Because that was the surprise flavor.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
I don't think I can relate to
consider
that.
this.
That would be very bad for my project.
I think Sparks up here.
Oh my lord.
Nah,
That
it's
would be
not.
bad.
No, I mean, it is.
Oh, yeah, no, poking sticks can't find the other one.
Who's Laura Palmer?
Probably get rid of those capacitors because they're probably still charged.
I've never
There's
seen
not
it.
the love.
You told me
misplaced for the
once.
3rd or 4th time.
What is twin?
There it is.
Yeah.
Can we still get a spark out of these? Oh, yeah, a little spark. So when you disconnect these, put them together so they don't do any harm. Can't build up a nasty charge. There we go, shorted together, perfectly safe. Back in the box you go. So, we polarize the dielectric. Basically, same trick with the capacitor. You get the little dipoles building up. So we can purposely do that to a sheet of plastic. It'll crackle and make lovely noises. And when you pick it up and touch both sides, you can build electric shock. If I can find my poking stick. No, this one is not a poking stick. There we go. Hear that crackling noise? No, plastic sheet's now charged. And now... well, I got a little tickle out of it. I've done it before to Volas and he jumped halfway across the room. Now let's try that again. See an actual spark out of it.
Oh god!
Come on.
He's not wearing the gloves this time. Oh god!
Big old plastic stick will save my life.
Save me, stick.
Save your poking stick!
Oh, it sticks to the thing. Ah! There, I got a little spark out of it. You got a little giggle.
The pain is providing the devil.
Yes, question.
So when do we get plastic sheet powered electric cars?
The voltage you can store is pretty high. The energy basically bump because I basically probably a 10 millijoule, 50 millijoule shocks enough to make me go ouch and basically rubbing your feet in the carpet and touching the door. Not really no worse than that. So we're gonna do a Jacob's ladder next because everyone loves those.
Stick that to a wall, couldn't you?
No, we're doing it for time. Oh jeez, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we got ages, dude.
Oh man.
Go nuts.
Blow some shit up.
Bye bye.
Don't enter the danger zone.
Make the zap go this way and hit your ass.
Fiona, we're already on the highway.
No catering so far.
Danger
So,
zone.
right in time for closings? Yes,
yes,
yes. There's a seat next to my own.
Come closer to the explosion.
There's a seat next to my own.
Yeah, at least if you die, you both die together.
Here we go.
Right on the edge of what is being named as a danger zone.
Am I wrong?
It's
I should probably find it.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, hey, plastic stick with a nail on it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I knew it was going to be something else.
Moral rust.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's great.
Your name is Nigel.
So, hello. And a wonderful idea from you over there. When you charge up a plastic sheet, the electric field means it's got a high voltage on it, can stick to walls. So I guess why don't we do that? Stick one to a wall. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Mr. Poke and stick. Actually, no, we'll put a spoon on it so we get a bit more surface area. Mr. Poke and spoon.
You're gonna hurt when someone takes it down.
That's their problem. Nah, it's good.
Glass to the whiteboard with them.
Oh god, if you do, I swear.
But you can peel them back off, right?
Okay.
And yes, eventually it'll fall off, because these things are not perfect. The charge eventually bleeds out, so, it'll eventually fall off on its own accord. So, plastic sheet uncharged. Oh, it was
Science!
Where was the science?
well, that was a control test, right?
That was gravity.
That was the control.
That was gravity.
So now we charge up our plastic sheet.
Right.
Gravity.
Doesn't just work on apples.
There we go.
Is it related to the force repeat?
Better stick. Hey!
She's a witch! Burn them!
I touch it, I still get zapped. Yeah, a little bit. What else can I do? I can light light bulbs up.
What's the biggest thing you can stick on the wall?
You, if you don't keep your mouth shut.
They wouldn't like it though.
Very bad. Or electric burn.
There's a word for that, I can't remember it. Probably gonna do that.
I can do the Jacob line.
Yeah, sure. Because I can't remember what I was going to do, so let's do that. And there's another half to this, and it's over there.
That's great.
So hopefully this will jump of its own accord.
I thought Mr. Poking was over here.
Oh well.
Whoa.
Come on, climb. Climb, damn you. So, you know, it's not very good because the arc's not very big. So what can we do to fix that? Well, I don't know.
And this is why we're glad that we're in a building that's housing the theatre lights.
Oh, this thing draws maybe 500-600 watts, so it won't be as great as the micro oven because that thing pulled 2 kilowatts, but at least the thing won't cook itself in about 15 seconds. So. Alright.
We want things to burn themselves.
You know what?
Yeah, but we had to postpone this for like weeks because he
There's always the window.
Last time I did this, the magic smoke came out, so.
You don't want that smoke to like
People, please. Setting friends on fire is not a good thing.
Can we put stuff in the
Unless they
middle of the
fix
lab?
You
We
never
should
heard
make that the
friendly
new
fire
website
before.
PSA. Setting people on fire is not a good thing.
I hate the American bell.
There we go. Alright. Alright, so now instead of, we've got 40 volts roughly in the input, we're probably going to get maybe 5-6 minutes from the output.
Covered up.
Let's see stuff blow up. Guys, stuff is gonna blow up. Ah!
Wait.
I never said that. My lawyers won't let me.
Yes.
Yeah, looks about good.
Stuff's gonna go zappy
I didn't know
zappy.
she does like
Oh, there we go.
that's how I describe it to people.
So cool!
Plasma.
This image just is like.
What temperature is that?
Probably 4,000 Celsius, I guess.
Disappointing.
So,
If you want to put a camel of popcorn in between the two,
It's explode.
yes.
so what else can we do? We can get Mr. Capacitor Bank back.
Mad genius.
Wait, there's more.
It's like, no, it's like, this is cool. Now let's make something else. Make it even more shooting.
He's like a one-man Mythbusters.
That's on your tagline.
Oh, I don't know if there's a hole. Maybe.
Make sure you I'm just.
Can we put that a little bit closer to the middle of the table so it doesn't fall off?
Probably a wise idea.
Yeah.
See, that's an engineering problem. I wouldn't have spotted that.
It's all the software.
Here we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Right.
Turns out these sort of voltages, the table's not. Calm down, buddy. These sort of voltages,
Feel safe.
the table's actually a pretty good conductor. So you notice when I turn on the wires, I might want to grip to the table because it's a positive wire touching the table, and a negative wire touching the table over there. So.
Explosion?
No.
Alright, I gotcha.
It's like sexual tension.
Ooh, that's making some scary noises. They're making cracky. Jesus.
I think it's a spark where it shouldn't be.
That's not arcing.
No, it's sparking because these buses charge up, dump it all at once, charge up, dump it all at once, it goes bang, 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 which is basically what you saw there. And now that they're on, turn it off, pull the power out, will it still kill you?
Yes.
So. No, basically. Maybe you can do something to actually visualize the current. So we can put
Just to clarify.
there we go, let's put one of these in line.
Does everyone have safety glasses?
No.
Oh yeah, I should have.
Hang on.
Put some of these on.
I should have asked at the start. They don't actually have epilepsy. Because if you did, then
Now you know.
yeah, now you know. If you did find out in a second.
Let's be real.
Have you ever had a
Because I
person
had a
doing
nickel
surgery
every
with their
time I had
toes?
Okay, that was so scary. My heart.
Maybe in a different country.
I'm not going up to 91 to 20 beats higher just from your feet. Damn it.
There we go.
Have our safety glasses.
I can't take
Don't turn the light off. Hey, leave the light off. It's easier to see.
Like, it's sufficiently bright.
It's really bright, and then it.
Oh god. Oh god.
Whoa!
Light flashes, another thing you can do is you can observe the difference between using a spiky poking stick and a smooth poking stick. Yes, there's a difference.
Discharged it. Well, it's all.
Have you discharged it?
That's what I'm doing now. Do, 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 do.
Alright,
Take a breather outside, I won't be offended. It's okay.
Is it hysteria?
That's short together. Let's put that over there. There we go.
This is terrifying. So I have to talk to the passengers. Oh god.
You good there?
I got the vipers.
I'm glad you're having fun.
This is amazing.
Let's. More dinner plates.
Have you considered a career at
Ace smells
QuestCon?
amazing.
Maybe.
I raced with them.
They pay people to do stuff like this.
I don't think they would let David use it.
Oh,
They
yes.
probably wouldn't let me use my ghetto equipment.
How much of this did you steal from a TV?
I refuse to answer the question. Those capacitors and that flyback transformer, that was just taken out of a CRT television because they use high voltage to display the picture. Of course, I'm running it at maybe 3 or 4 times what it's rated at. It's survived so far.
I did suggest that he make an electron gun from the TV, but he wouldn't do it.
Oh, I've made an electron, like, everything up here is dangerous, you guys down there are safe. I built an electron gun and suddenly we all get dosed with x-rays. How about no? Electricity's one thing, x-rays are
But now we go from physics experiment to biology experiment.
Worst pickup line ever.
Worst or best?
Poke and stick, where have you gone? There it is.
Especially when you get like, hey, I got those heavily with x-rays, I'm totally infertile. Just a second.
So, pointy nail on a stick. Basically, you know, most of my equipment is pointy things and other pointy things.
Oh lord. I'm scared at how much more this equipment can take.
Oh well, I've already done the worst.
You do.
The table is not fire yet. It is cylindrical.
What happened to this catastrophic failure? She's like,
We have fire extinguisher.
Windows to jump out.
Our emergency and those two jump out.
Y'all can. I'm going that way. And then that way.
On the plus side, I'm pretty sure if you
No, I'm
were to
saying
die
those
from anything
people there
here, it would
who
be
are-
nearly instantaneous.
No, Claire's
Should
Oh,
probably.
not quite.
It depends on.
Would there be moments of horrible agony?
Yeah, I'd wager so.
God damn it.
Yeah.
If you got hit
If
by
your
this thing,
it still takes time for your brain to
you got hit by this thing,
Or they goes all back.
it probably wouldn't kill you, but you'd be in an awful lot of pain, probably have to go to hospital. So that capacitor I had, I think still was maybe 10 or so joules. So that's enough to knock you across the room and send you to hospital. Kill you, if you're healthy, you might get away with it. The capacitors over in the nuclear physics department store the order of 100 kilojoules. It's 110 kilojoules roughly. You touch those, your arms will just go blow up to a nice little, you know, paint the room red basically. Oh, probably 2,000, 3,000 at like 150 UF. A microfarad, that doesn't mean much, never mind. What do I apply?
Is it more powerful?
No, it's not you.
It is certainly more powerful. It's a capacitor the size of that fridge over there.
Would you build a death ray with it?
you could power a death ray.
That's what the electron gun is.
Yeah, that's my wager, so.
4 very small humans.
Now you'll notice, before I draw the arc, when I bring it close enough, a little bit of current will flow even before the arc itself starts. So if I move it close, but not enough to jump, you'll see the fluorescent. Can you kill the lights? See? Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, I didn't see that.
So even if I move this over here, the light is still lighting. That's because a bit of electricity is making its way through the dinner plate, through the table, to the other side of the circuit. which is a little worrying.
Oh, what? David.
Nobody touch the table.
Through the dinner plate.
Gird your loins.
So-
There's magic smoke coming out of.
Never feel safe at dinner again.
Magic smoke is best.
Oh, that's, I guess, the wires, they do that.
He's overrating the wires. Wonderful.
Yeah, simultaneously horrified and glad that you're running this.
Okay. Easily.
I'm not saying
All 4 elements satisfied.
That's a little hotter than I'd like it to
we're
be.
going away
We can take a 5-minute break and let it cool
When you let
down.
card go to the end, sort of produce
David.
ozone gas.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think of it.
David.
guilty quarrel.
Why is the electricity going through the plate into?
It's 30,000 volts. It'll go through anything. It seems to be going. Okay, what's actually?
Are you gonna have to discharge the table?
No.
Good.
You can't. The wood is that much of a conductor. It'll basically dissipate after, not very long.
Just checking. Just checking.
Yeah. Basically, what's happening is this wire is close to the table, so it's probably jumping through that wire across and probably to somewhere else. I actually don't know where.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that cool down enough?
Yeah, but the air is
Yeah, it's relatively cool. Close enough. So, like, if I move it close enough, I see a purple glow before the arc actually goes snap and begins to draw. So the arc is a big yellow thing, and the corona discharge will be the little purple thing you'll hopefully see.
Light the light.
No, come on. Kill light. Kill light. Oh, come on. See that little purple glow? It's really hard to spot, but I can see it. Alright, but if I move it move it side on, only is on the spike of the nail, not on the sides of the nail. Lights, lights, lights.
Lights.
Magic
See,
smoke.
Discharge?
probably was it?
Magic smoke.
It's still magic smoke.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's a wire anymore.
the sharp point of the nail means the electric field there is stronger because you have a whole bunch of little itty bitty charges distributed. So here's a picture of my nail. The charges want to find a way out of the nail. So any smooth surface they can't really jump from because there's no little localized sort of nucleation point for them to jump from. That has loose terminology because that's really a chemistry thing, but bear with me. So you can have ions or charged particles flying off the tip of the nail. So it turns out any object that is charged, like a sphere with a little spike on it, here's my sphere with a spike on it, all the charge will want to bunch up here so I can leap off to the other side of the circuit. It's pretty cool. And for a closing finish, I guess we'll do more Jacob laddery stuff because everyone likes that.
Are we worried about the smoky smokes?
It's not the equipment here that went bang that did that last time. These wires.
Is the table okay?
The table is fine, I promise you. These wires get a bit hot, so I take a break and talk about stuff, yada yada yada, filibuster for a bit until the wires are cool back down and get the cool stuff again.
Okay.
That's really good to do that. This is a Faraday cage. It's really a lemon and honey with caramel travel sweets.
Fancy Faraday cage.
Well, it's fancy as the other things.
So, how do you keep yourself safe from this sort of thing? Build a metal cage around it, because you have a metal cage around anything that is charged, and my marker has disappeared again, because I keep setting it down somewhere. There it is. Hello.
Do you want no?
I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah, it's perfectly safe.
So here's the box, here's the ground connected to the box, and here is your nail from before spraying ions at it. This thing is going to polarize the electric box, so there's going to be an electric box. There's going to be electric fields from this side to that side, like a magnetic field of a magnet is like this. The electric field of this guy will be from this side to that side. Now this electric field is going to cause a voltage, going to cause the charges in the metal box, because it's a conductor and they can move around to separate. So if this is positive and this is negative, all the negative charge in the box are going to bunch up this side, all the positive charge in the box are going to bunch up that side. This causes an electric field facing the opposite direction that perfectly cancels it out inside the box and everyone's safe. So the safest place to be during this would be inside of a chicken coop or something.
Everyone in the box!
So to prove that,
Let's do some magic school.
we've got my flip phone. It seems to work. So let's put it in the box.
Oh, this is like...
Oh, it's pretty dirty in there.
I'm more worried about the sugar.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the shoes, so let's wrap it in tissue.
So now the tissue will catch fire.
Well, if the Faraday cage does not work and I've been lying to you, then yes. In the box you go.
I'm sure he told you,
It's in the box.
biggest killers.
Bye, phone.
I kind of almost want this to fail just for the hilarity.
That's why I'm using my flip phone, not my other phone. Just in case.
Just in case.
There we go. There's our ground connector, spoon.
David!
I don't think it's spoons, don't I?
Spoon week. It is spoon.
Yeah, there's actually subliminal messages for Spoon Week.
Not so subliminal.
Not so subtle either. Can I reach? Probably a bit. Yeah, that'll reach. Alright, let's see if the phone survives its journey.
Do you want someone to be calling it or making sure that
hearing things.
Ow.
Something's
Call
cool.
the phone.
That's very loud.
Well, I guess a good thing my equipment died at the end of the lecture, eh?
What happened?
I don't know. That's an interesting thing. So let me pull this
I'm
out.
guessing it made the wrong sound.
They made the wrong sound, yes. The wrong sound is always a bad thing. So let's put that back down to loop power. Out of the loop. Alright, there we go. So now back
Maybe
down.
that sound was the phone crying for
Oh, then everything's good then.
David, does anyone have
It's got no SIM card in it.
Yeah, so can't be.
I get the trick, you could bring it while it's inside the box. Yeah.
Anybody else having a Braves little toaster flashbacks at the moment? No.
Okay, I guess I killed it. That's okay, it's the end of the lecture.
Hey!
On account of my equipment died, I guess I'll have to end it here.
Any questions?
Does the phone still work?
Oh, well, that's a good thing. Let's find that out.
Yes, I have a question. How does the electricity?
That should come.
That is the
David,
question.
Yeah, hold on.
fucking batteries, how do they work?
Yes.
Hey, it's still good.
Hey!
Yeah, questions?
Fucking
Anyone?
batteries, how do they work?
Don't know, that's a chemistry problem. Next question. Yes, you sir.
Bees?
It's really more of a noun than a question.
So
I legitimately don't know.
returning to the physics capacitor of the physics fridge-sized capacitors. Practicalities for turning that into a death ray.
A capacitor by itself can only hold energy. If you have a sufficiently large capacitor, you could draw megawatts for a short period of time. Now, if your death ray is some sort of like a 50-watt CO2 laser, then you most certainly can build a death ray with large enough capacitors. They won't let me have the big ones.
What actually broke them?
I have no idea.
Let's play troubleshooting!
We should ask.
How do I go from a big capacitor this size to a big hole in Andrew's chest?
You walk up to Andrew, give him the ground lead and say, yeah, Andrew, put this in your mouth. Then you get the positive and a big stick and you poke it in the sides and the Andrew will evaporate basically.
Does he go like, does he go in or does he go everywhere?
He goes everywhere. I would have demonstrated that if someone hadn't eaten all of the Frankfurters. I couldn't have said anyway, so.
In our defense, the Frankfurters were delicious.
They were pretty delicious, yes. Any other questions?
Note to yourself, drink water.
Anyone? No, we good?
Did I miss the bit where you made the light with the graphite?
I haven't actually done that. Hey! That's something we actually do. If you hold on. Do we still have time? Can I do that? Alright, I'll be back in just a second.
The entire evening is dedicated to you!
There's always time for something.
What's he doing now?
I don't know.
I don't think I can
After this, I find something with fire.
Is there a second talk tonight?
As you're seeing,
No.
you're
I thought it was
seeing.
David, yes.
No, it's all day, all the time.
My next question also consists
So, the other idea I was going to do that doesn't require high voltage, thanks for reminding me, is a homemade light bulb. Really easy to do. So, get all this equipment up to
Science, guys!
So, Cora, what are you actually doing?
Well, I'm going to make a light bulb out of a stick of graphite that you use to refill your mechanical pencils. That's what I'm going to do.
How does that work?
Well, we'll get there when I get all this rubbish to tell you, won't we?
It's still, hey, hang on, that's still something of a chemistry.
That's some magic.
No,
No,
it's not a chemistry, it's a
No,
This is totally chemistry.
no, it's not.
Batteries are chemistry. This is
Well,
not.
it's physics and
This is definitely physics, I'm sorry.
Since it's physics and real world, it's a little bit of chemistry. Chemistry applied physics.
Wow, I can't hear you with my theoretically large page trick.
The junk can go over there.
That's
And
a
this
lie.
can go there.
Not unless you're embarrassed.
Alright,
And then you
so we get a, where's the tray? We got a nice bowl here. Yeah, this will do. Now we need a way to seal all that bowl. Because otherwise you know, burst into flame and won't work very well. So how I do it, where's a good place to draw and everything, haven't I?
I'm sorry, doesn't this get out with what?
So, I have a tray here,
5,000 a day.
You guys are going to stick.
a glass here.
Fucking listen to Professor Quarrel.
We have 2 wires that go in and up. And this marker is terrible, so let's try that one. Let's try the magenta coloured marker.
Get the purple one.
Purple one seems to work.
We like purple.
Here we go, now we're talking. Positive here, although low voltage, so 15 volts, lots of amps, 5 amps, something, I don't know. So, and this goes to ground. In here we have 2 alligator clips, which are these little guys here. Yum, yum, yum. And they hold a stick of graphite in here. We put water in the basin here, so that way it blocks it out from the outside air. So when you turn it on, it'll gobble up the oxygen here, the water level will rise a bit, and then there'll be no more oxygen. Like with the trick we put a candle under a cup and it draws the water level up. Anyone else seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that. So once all the oxygen's burned out, it'll sit there and it'll cleanly burn, I guess, for roughly about 2 or 3 minutes until the filament burns out, because it's not very good. So experimentally, HB LEDs are no good, B LEDs are better. I don't know why, probably a chemistry problem.
More graphite.
There you go, more graphite. Fancy that.
Do you want to go get like a 9B bed? It's like,
They're very, are those the soft ones? Or
Those are the
ridiculous soft ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, ridiculously soft ones. They're annoying to work.
yeah.
I doubt that
So it goes
actually
from
answers
9H,
levels
which is just
of
like
ridiculous.
plain no graphite, to 9B, which is the opposite. And about in the middle, you get HB.
So I have some colour lead that would definitely have some graphite in it.
Yeah.
I think our coloured pencils would actually probably work worse because the other junk.
That was the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I was shaking my head while you were turned around.
well, I didn't get the visual cue, so next time just
That
yell
we all
at
speak in sarcastic monotone, so it's so hard to tell.
No, we don't. We never talk like that.
Everyone sounds like that 24/7, so you sound like that 24/7, so it's hard for me to tell.
That was the joke.
Yeah.
Okay, concentrating.
I like you lots. And that's
Carl
not
Pat
sarcastic,
science and
I
social at the
promise.
same time.
So how are you going to make it
Perfectly acceptable.
Water.
Yeah, we'll get one. in a sec.
Which you made.
Is that? Oh, we'll use boiling water, close enough. Temperature's not critical.
It's close enough.
There you go. Come on, play nice.
This water's boiling.
How near is the kettle?